welcome back to my channel. It is your girl Hina Bryan, aka Bookish Babe, and I am back with another video. Now guys, I know that I've been gone for a while, a whole month to be exact, but I decided to take a small break from YouTube to just help me readjust to my new lifestyle, and my new lifestyle as a book influencer, as someone who is present and hyper visible. And I literally just had to work through some things with my therapist as well as with myself to ensure that I was able to exist both within my personal life as well as online and not feel like anxiety was going to kill me. Basically, I just had a lot of high anxiety, and after I had an anxiety attack, which was absolutely terrible, I just decided that a month of YouTube, pre-recording videos, doing things that I want to do. I started pole dancing, reading more, chilling with my friends more, working on my business as well as working. I just had to do that for myself so that I felt a bit better about this life that I am living. And I'm coming back to YouTube feeling a lot more level-headed and a lot more emotionally stable without it sounding like I'm mad. July and August, I was just hypersensitive. I was like overly emotional and just always crying, always crying about the smallest things though, guys. But now I'm feeling extremely blessed and I am happy to come back to the YouTubes to speak to you guys, and I'm hoping that my bookish Black History Month content can really get me from this 5,000 mark to 10,000. So guys, I am actually depending on you guys to make sure that you share my work, you like my work, you know, do word of mouth, you ride in the sky with a blimp, you know what I mean? Like, you just do what you need to do to this, ensure that more people know about the fact that I'm a booktuber and I come online and I speak about books that I love. But yeah, guys, I thought that I would come back with something super, super special. There was no point taking a month off and just come back with the same ditzy old debt. You know what I mean? So I am back with my Bookish Babe Black History Month campaign. And this is the month where I will basically be talking about everything black, blackly black, 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 black. And that means black authors, black playwrights, black poets, black everything. And I am going to be doing a lot of content, both fiction and non-fiction, to ensure that more people who aren't readers or who are readers but are interested in certain topics but don't know where to find the books, come here and find the books that they are looking for. Well, today, guys, I am here with my Black History Month fiction book haul. My fiction book haul. Now, I want to show you all the books that I have hauled. I've been gifted 2 of them. So 2 were gifted and the others I bought with my own money. These are all the books that I hauled this month. And you can see there is a variety of books here. There are loads and they're really, really heavy. And there's some of different genres. And I'm just really excited to share these with you guys today. I'm just going to speak briefly about each book. I've started reading some of them. Others I haven't, but I have definitely read up on them. And just to give myself a feel of what the book is about and whether I'm going to enjoy reading it. So I'm just going to let y'all know, like, grab your beverage of choice. Mine is white wine. Oh God, my voice shook. Mine is white wine mixed with some Kool-Aid. So I just wanted a great taste in my white wine. So yeah, go and grab your beverage of choice and come back and join us on the sofa. Before I start, I just want to show you guys some bookmarks that were sent to me by a company called the Seasonal Pages. And guys, like, you know, when it comes to reading a book, I don't know if y'all, like, before I used to fold my pages. I don't do that anymore. My friend got me a really cute bookmark. And then I really wanted a bookmark that screamed Hina, that screamed Bookish Babe, that screamed Black Booktuber, that screamed Black. And when the Seasonal Pages contacted me, I was thrilled. I leapt at the opportunity to work with them because I looked at their range and I was like, oh my God, I absolutely love these. And this is a bookmark that they have in their collection. As you can see, guys, that is a Black babe reading a book. How fitting. That is a Black babe reading a book, and then that's the back there. Now, they have a ton of different things on their website. They've got tote bags, they've got postcards, they've got mail stamps, mailing stamps, mail stamps, they've got mailing stamps. Obviously, they've got bookmarks as well as other stationery products. And I am just super excited that I have that, and I really want to get the tote bag next. But if you are interested in getting one of these super cute bookmarks, this is so nice. I love it. I've been using it all week, and I'm going to continue using it. Like, the great thing about bookmarks is that, you know, I'll just use this for my black books, and then for my other books I use my steel bookmark. But yeah, I absolutely love this. But yeah, if you are interested in buying one of those bookmarks, then I am going to link the company in my description box, and you can literally just go and check them out. I've actually become a book influencer now. Like, I'm actually an influencer, I guess, because I've got a discount code. So for money off, then you should definitely use my my discount code, abookishbabe, and I will also include that in the description box. So if you're interested, definitely go and have a look at their range. And if you like something, then buy something. It's very simple. It's very simple. So anyways, guys, let's get into the books. So the first book that I want to share with you guys today is a book that I am definitely going to be doing a book review on. And that is Love in Colour by Bolu Babalola. Now, this is romance, and I'm going to try my best not to go off and speak about the book tirelessly, because I want to save some things for the review. Yeah, so Love in Colour by Bolu Babalola is a collection of short stories that are within the romance genre. Now, this is Bolu's debut book, and I'm not gonna lie, guys, I am so impressed. I read this book and I was like, wow, I don't know anything about love. I've never been in love. Bolu has come to me and told me what love is. For humans, anyways. I've been knowing the Lord's love, but I've not known human love. How is it that we love? Bolu showed me how we love. There are 13 short stories in here. 10 of them are inspired by mythical tales, and she lists those tales in the back, like she sources those tales at the back of the book, and then she has 3 of her own stories in there. And honestly, guys, I am super impressed with Bolu. Her writing is so cinematic. She is very engaging. She's a very flirtatious writer, and she's very descriptive to the point that you can literally see exactly what she's describing. So I really liked it, and she has a very good energy. It's weird reading a book like this, because obviously Love in Colour is about it is about people of color and love, especially Black women. And one thing that I absolutely loved about this is that she used strong, independent, career-driven women in this book, and allowed them to find love where they could be vulnerable, where they were doted on, where people absolutely just obsessed with them and wanted to be with them. So I absolutely love that about this book. And I'm not a big romance reader. I don't know if I've ever told y'all that, but I'm not a big romance reader. But Bolu has definitely made me fall in love with romance, and I do think that I will give other romance a try, but I'm definitely waiting for Bolu to release a novel. But yeah, that is Love in Colour. So guys, the next book I want to share with you guys today is If I Don't Have You by Sarita Domingo. Again, this is romance, and I've started reading this one, guys, and I'm not gonna lie to you, I'm struggling. But I feel like I'm struggling because whilst Love in Colour was like short stories where I could just read and say, oh shit, there's no love, and then it'll be over. This one is a full-fledged novel about love. And at times, I just don't feel like the writing styles for me. It's a bit cringy for me. Now, this book is basically about an Afro-Brazilian film director, as well as a Black British journalist / artist who end up crossing paths and doing the damn thing. I don't know for this one. I feel like the start of this book gave me real 50 Shades of Grey vibes, but without the 50 and without the shades or the grey and the money. I don't know. I feel like maybe the writing style isn't for me, but if you are interested in Black romance, then I would definitely recommend this. But I'd want you guys to come and tell me whether you liked it, because I whilst I intend on finishing it, I do feel like it's going to be a struggle, and I do feel like I'm probably not going to enjoy it as much as I want to. Maybe it's because I'm single and bitter, but I just don't agree with the writing style. But yeah, if you're into romance, then I would recommend this alongside Love in Colour. So the next book I want to share with you guys today is a fantasy book, and that is Daughters of Neri. I believe it's Neri, or it could be Neri, but I think it's Daughters of Neri. And this is by Rennie Amayo. Now, guys, I've been seeing this book floating about for the past, I think it's like the past year or even longer than that. I don't know. I didn't check out the publication date, but I know that this is not a new book. But I've been seeing this book floating around for ages. And every time I've seen it, I said, shit, that cover's sexy. Damn, that cover is good looking. Because look at this cover, guys. You've got some embossed areas here on the title, and there's that sort of gold foil, and that's my production head coming out. Like, that is sexy as hell, as well as the black beauties on the cover. A lot of the books that I bought for this haul, I bought because there were black people on the cover. I feel like representation for me is a massive thing. So I'm always very excited to read books by black authors that don't fall within the trauma narrative or the slave narrative or the struggle narrative category. So I was really happy to add this to my basket. Whether I'm going to read it is another thing, because fantasy, guys, I haven't read fantasy in a very long time. Like, when I was younger, I was a massive Tolkien head because I absolutely loved the Lord of the Rings. But as I've gotten older, I've stopped reading fantasy. I haven't read any sort of fantasy in a long while. I think it's because I've grown out of it. However, this is really giving me Children of Blood and Bones vibes, and I just need to find the right time to sit down and say that I'm going to read fantasy. I need to be in the correct headspace. Anyways, guys, this book is about two twin sisters who are goddesses. But you know, a lot of stuff happened before they were born. Obviously, there were some wars with the gods. You know how it goes when you're evil or you're not evil or whatever. There was some war with the gods. They fled, left them, and they were brought up thinking that they were just average human beings. And it's all about how they find themselves back to one another, as well as one thing I dislike about black books that are fantasy, of the fantasy genre, is that they like to use this word self-discovery. So yeah, it's about self-discovery, them finding themselves back to one another. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't know what it is, but a lot of black authors, when they write, a lot of black female authors, when they write books, they always have two sisters in there. It's always a thing. And this is giving me small homegoing vibes. Not like homegoing vibes, but it's giving me homegoing vibes in terms of like the parallel of the narratives and the two sisters separated. Yeah, if you're interested in fantasy, if you've read it, then let me know, because I will literally bump this up to the top of my TBR if I am told that it is good. But I need someone that I trust, someone who didn't like My Sister the Serial Killer, to come and tell me that this is a good book so I can go and read it. So the next book that I want to speak to you guys about today is A Song Below Water by Bethany C. Morrow. These covers are really fucking with me. These covers are so sexy, guys. So sexy. Like, honestly, guys, look at this. Look. Will you look at this? Come and look at this. Like, wow. The braids just be braiding up in the air. Those dreads, dreads, who cares? It's a black hairstyle. Sis got the shell earring in, the blue eyeliner. You know that's Fenty. You know that is Fenty eyeliner. It's popping. Wow. Who are you guys commissioning? I bet all the publishing companies have one person that they go to do all these covers, because that is silly. This is such a beautiful cover. It's so pretty. Orgasms. So yeah, guys, this is another fantasy book. And I don't know why I'm just out here picking up fantasy like I'm a big ass fan. But I want to get into more I really do. I'm just so scared that I'm going to neglect all my other books. When I was younger, I loved fantasy so much because it literally transported me from my Jamaican household, dad, life, to whatever world and realm was in a book. And now I just feel like I've lost that, and I've become so social justice and so sort of, if it's not about gender, then I'm not reading it. If it's not about sexuality, then I'm not reading it. If it's not about, I just want to read, baby. I want some escapism for myself too. So anyways, guys, this is a fantasy book about two friends, and it's basically about, so I believe one of the friends has, by the name of Tavia, I really don't know how to pronounce the name. I believe one of the friends by the name of Tavia has powers, and the other friend, Fa, she's going through some sort of domestic situation at home, and there's a lot of chaos going on in these two girls' lives. And it's basically about how they navigate the junior year of high school with one another as friends. And it's fantasy, it's about friendship, it's about how these two overcome the obstacles that they are faced with in a society that restricts them because of their race as well as their gender. So I'm a bit like, because this is YA, so I don't know if I'm actually going to read it, but if I read Rennie's book, then I'm going to have to read this one because I feel like it would be a bit unfair. I might do like a fantasy reading weekend where I just read fantasy books just to ease myself back into it. But honestly, guys, this is a beautiful cover. If you're interested in fantasy, then read it. If you've read it already, then let me know what you think so that maybe again I can bump it up to the top of my TBR and just show it a bit more love. So guys, the next book that I want to share with you guys today is a book that I hold very, very, very close to my heart. I hold this dear to my heart simply because, one, it's an Ethiopian author, a female Ethiopian author. Two, is historical fiction. Ooh, historical. Three, is about civil war/war, and it's about unrest, and it has a feminist undertone. Four, it's set in 1935, and again, going back on the historical fiction. Five, it was longlisted and shortlisted for the Booker. Listen. The Shadow King by Marza Mengist. Guys, no, I feel like if you don't know that I love historical fiction, you just click off my video right now, rude boy. Don't you dare come onto my videos if you don't know that I love historical fiction and that a book like this will absolutely have me tingling down below. Because look! Now, as far as I know, the plot is basically about war and how, I guess, like a woman's position in war and how women deal with war, or the strength of women during war. I haven't read too much up on it simply because I want to be pleasantly surprised when I read the book. I'm telling you guys from now that this is my sort of book, and I'm very excited because despite the Booker longlisting My Sister the Serial Killer for an award, despite that, the Booker has never missed when it comes to accrediting great work. And I say this because there's so many people who have won the Booker that I've read, and their work has just been impeccable. And that includes Bernardine Evaristo, that includes Marlon James, and guys, I'm just so excited. I am so excited to read this book. This is at the top of my TBR. So after I finish some books here and there, I am going straight in for the kill with this one. And I'm really excited because this has gotten some crazy reviews. And to be longlisted and shortlisted for the Booker, it's a different sort of situation, rude boy. Marza, I don't know what you're doing. I don't know what sort of crack cocaine you put between the pages, but I'm buying and I'm sniffing. I'm about to become addicted. Sorry, I'm buying and I'm sniffing. And this received great commentary. As I just mentioned, Marlon James described it as beautiful and devastating. Now, Marlon James, I absolutely love Marlon James, but I feel like his writing is very dark and extremely traumatic. And for me, it takes a lot for me to sit down and read one of his books. Like, I would have to take a lot of breaks. But that doesn't take away from the fact that he's a fantastic writer and he explores beautiful and interesting and important issues. So yeah, Marlon said that. Hey Marlon, if you come across my channel, we're gonna meet soon, by the way. So, but yeah, Marlon James. And then there was one review in particular that really got me. Incredible. I've read nothing like it before. Marza Mengist rises as Toni Morrison rests. The baton has been passed and taken deftly. Now, let me tell you something about a quote like that. Not Toni. not Toni Morrison. So I already know this book is about to slap me 10 times over, because for someone to say that Martha rises as Toni rests, fucking hell, mate. Fucking hell. It's a bit of a mad one. It's a bit of a mad one. Big boots to fill. So I'm very, 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 very excited to read this, and I'm definitely going to do a review on it because woo! I'm excited. But yeah, oh guys, I have to take a second. Give me a second. Whew, I literally just, I'm shaking. That book has me going places. The next book that I want to speak to you guys about is With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. I hope I'm pronouncing that babe's last name correctly. I believe it is Acevedo. And so Elizabeth is the author of Poet X. Now, I've not read Poet X, but I've heard great things about it. So I think that I might give this one a whirl, simply because of her previous work and how much attention that she received. But I'm also scared because you know that I'm not a big fan of popular books, because popular books aren't best and they're always overhyped. But I'm definitely going to give it a whirl. Now, this book is basically about a young girl who becomes pregnant in high school, and after graduating high school, or after finishing high school, or after high school, whatever happens to the babe, after high school, she has the ambition to become a chef, and it's basically about how she overcomes all the obstacles that she's faced with and goes after her dreams, basically. I don't know what exactly is going to happen in this book, but I think that if Elizabeth has already written something like Poet X, then this is going to be a very, very deep book that explores more than food. I just don't know exactly how. And I'm definitely going to give this a whirl, because I haven't read anything by Elizabeth before, and I definitely want to read something by her. Again, it is a beautiful cover. Look at that. Babe has the head wrap, the afro in, the sliced, what's that? That's a tangerine, what's that? That's a grapefruit, there's a mango, all that, all those sexy ass fruits on the cover. So I'm definitely going to give this a whirl. So yeah, I'm going to see how this one reads. So the next book I want to share with you guys today is again by Elizabeth Acevedo, and it is Clap When You Land. And again, the black babes on the front. What is with you guys putting, why is it there always two? Why is there always two? I don't understand. Like, one thing I clocked about publishing is that when they get into a style of creating a cover, they rinse it. And I say this because if you see the cover of Girl, Woman, Other, which is here. Oh no, I don't have that cover. I have this cover of Girl, Woman, Other. Okay, no, not the cover of Girl, Woman, Other. The cover of Queenie, I would say. The cover of Queenie. Do you know how many book covers I've seen similar to this? The French version, I believe, of Girl, Woman, Other looks like this, but it's all wrapped and it's very, very pretty. But once publishers and designers see a certain style of like design, especially for black books, they milk it. They all look the same. They all look the same. And that's one thing that irritates me about publishing, is that sometimes there's no creativity. But yeah, the two babes on the front. So this book is about two girls. So it's about two girls who lose their fathers in a plane crash. It's basically about how they adapt to life after they've lost their fathers. And one thing that I really like about this, and what I liked when I was reading up on it, is that it's a parallel narrative, and it's basically like an interweaving narrative that bounces back and forth. And there's a thing, I just absolutely love when authors do that. And I also like interweaving narratives as well. And that's why I loved Girl, Woman, Other. That's why I love The Dew Breaker. I just love narratives that just sort of interweave and flow, and it's like moves from one person to another. Because linear narratives for me, at times, first of all, they can be quite biased, and second of all, sometimes they can be extremely boring if they're not executed correctly. So I will probably give this a whirl. The YA stuff is really killing me, because why YA? Why have I picked up so much YA? I'm a big 24-year-old woman. So guys, the final book that I want to share with you guys today is a graphic novel that I received as a gift from the publisher. I saw this floating around on Twitter, and I liked the tweet a couple times. So I was really happy when I was offered a copy, because that is fantastic. And that is What We Don't Talk About by Charlotte Christensen. Now, okay, so this is clearly about an interracial relationship. And I'm definitely going to read this, and I'm going to do a review on it because it's quite short. I feel like it'll be really interesting to do a review on a graphic novel that features black characters. But from what I've gotten from the plot, is that it's about a girl who is black and about her boyfriend who is white, and they've been in a relationship for some time, and the girl who is black, I'm not going to say any names, the girl who is black ends up convincing or persuading her white boyfriend to introduce her to his family. And when she meets them, it is a terrible experience, and it's basically about how they navigate keeping their relationship together, don't know if they break up, after she finds out that his family is low-key racist and they're bigots. Now, I don't know how I feel about this yet. I'm going to read it, but things like this always upsets me, especially when it includes black women pining after white men who come from racist households where they will never be accepted and where these people are exclusionists. So it just upsets me. Like, it really irritated me when I read the blurb, and then I read a bit of it here and there, and the stuff from the mother saying stuff like generalizations about African people and just bringing up black people in conversations where they wouldn't necessarily bring them up if they were speaking to a white person. So I'm very like, about it. It's giving me Queenie vibes when it comes to the interracial relationship aspect, but I'm going to give it a whirl because why not? However, I am scared. I'm going to be honest with you. I am terrified to read it and see what this book is about, because Lord. Okay, here's something. Our last gardener forgot to water the plants. What was his name again? It was some funny African name. Wasn't it Charles? Yes, thank God I got rid of him. And that's just that now. I'm just not doing it with these lot. I'm not doing it anymore with these lot. What was his name again? Wasn't it Charles? Guys, you know how I feel. You know how I feel. You know how I feel about shit like that. I don't like it, bro. I don't like it. But anyways, guys, that comes to the end of my fiction Black History Month book haul. Now, I don't know if this is the first one. I don't know if I'm going to do the second or a third one. But I'm definitely excited to have but I'm definitely excited to have shared all those books with you guys, because I feel like I definitely need to foster a place or foster a space where Black readers and white readers can come find recommendations of Black books by Black authors featuring Black characters. And I want to hopefully find some gems where the books don't just explore our political and racial strife, but explore a lot of things. Now, please let me know if you read any of the books that I have included in this haul, and please let me know your thoughts on some of the books as well, because I've read some of them. I haven't read all of them, but I intend on getting through them slowly one by one as the weeks and the days go by. But yeah, guys, I'm so excited to be back on YouTube. I hope that I am accepted with open arms. I've missed you guys so much, and I've gotten so many messages from people telling me, enjoy your break, but we miss you, and that is the sweetest thing in the world. So now that I am back, I hope that we just have a great Black History Month together. Obviously, this is the month that the colonizers has assigned to us. They've said, here you go, you guys can be Black in October. But we're Blackly Black all the time, 365 days of the year, baby. We don't miss, ever. Sorry, I make myself, I'm so stupid at times. But yeah, guys, I hope that you've enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, subscribe, and also share, because I'm on a mission to get 10,000 subscribers in the month of October. But yeah, guys, it is time for me to say bye. Thank you so much for watching. I'm super happy to be back, and I just can't wait for more content to come out. If you haven't already followed me on Instagram, my Instagram is Hina J Bryan. Please follow me on Twitter, because I speak. Again, my Twitter name is Hina J Bryan. And also follow me on Goodreads, and my Goodreads name is Hina Bryan. It's not Hina J Bryan, it's just Hina Bryan. And I'm trying to get my Goodreads up to speed, and I will hopefully during Christmas when I take some time off. But yeah, guys, so if you haven't already connected with me on socials, please connect with me on socials, because I have a really cute giveaway coming soon. So yeah, guys, bye.